We are now live.
Hi guys, we just wanted to give you guys a friendly reminder. Election day is like 2.5 weeks away, so go ahead and start researching. You can go to whenweallvote.org, type in your address, and it will give you a list of everything on your ballot and give you some information about all the different people you can vote for, all the different ballots there, so they make it really easy.
Yeah, I was saying, because I got my absentee ballot and I was like, okay, but I don't really understand what this means. Like if I'm giving City Hall the ability to start a financial institution in Measure B or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. I was like, what does that mean? Like what are the effects of that? And so Danielle was telling me about the website, When We All Vote.
Should we show them?
Yeah, let's show them. So
okay.
We're gonna, and actually, I'm about to learn how to do this.
Okay.
Let me flip this. Okay.
Here.
How do we do it?
Okay. Whenweallvote.org. So you go to the website and you click check your ballot. And you type in your address.
We're not typing in our real address, just so you know.
And then you click get started. It says finding your election, and it thinks for a second. And look, it shows you all the people you can vote for.
So this is California. Now it's like, okay, do I want to vote for Kevin or do I want to vote for Diane?
Here's Kevin.
And then it
His
says
experience. These are the things he cares about and where he falls on the issues of the economy and healthcare.
What does he say about drug policy?
California's making a lot of money off that.
Making money off of that is good.
Taxes.
People should be, what does
and
it say?
And that money can go to build roads.
People should not be put behind bars for simply possessing marijuana, and taxpayer resources should not be wasted. I mean, I'm a big one on that. I will have to look and see what Diane thinks about that. But I just heard about some guy getting 9 years in jail for having medical marijuana that he legally got in a different state and then had it in another state and got 9 years in jail.
9 years.
Like, not only is that not fair, you know how expensive it is? We're going to house feed
all that money.
9 years for 9 years for having some marijuana?
Non-violent crime.
It's crazy. Okay.
So you go through, and on the left here, all the candidates you can vote for and what they believe, and here are the measures. Whoops. Sorry. We got too excited.
Sorry, I dropped the phone.
Technical malfunction.
Okay, let's see.
But like here are the propositions you can vote on. So here's Proposition 1. To fund housing assistance. You can say...
And it says what it means. What does a yes mean? What does a no mean? Does it give you some more information? Deeper dive!
Mm-hmm. So go to whenweallvote.org and they'll help you do your research. I know it can be overwhelming, but they've got everything there. All you have to do is type in your address. You can learn about all the ballots.
And something we learned is about why midterm elections are so important.
Absolutely. I mean, this year, every seat in the House of Representatives is up for re-election or for election. And there's more women voting than ever, there's more women running than ever before. We really have an opportunity to vote people in who look like us, who think the way we think. And, now's the time to do that.
And I know a lot of people think all these politicians suck and I hate them all, so why even bother voting? Well, you vote because you want to get those people out of there. Mm-hmm. And even if there is not the most ideal candidate in the world, you still got to vote.
Yep, absolutely.
Then vote for the lesser of the evil.
It's true.
Or you get the worst evil. I really think it's so important, especially right now, for women to get out there and vote.
Mm-hmm. And also millennials. The statistics right now on how few millennials are actually going to vote is devastating. So we want to know that you guys are out there and you want to vote and you're going to get out there and make a difference in the world. You're going to have a say in how our tax dollars are spent. You're going to have a say in, how bad your student loans are. Now's the time.
And candidates what they do, and even our representatives, they need to appeal to their voter base, right? You hear all the time, like, Trump is doing this to make his voter base happy. Well, they care about your vote. That's probably maybe the biggest thing they care about. And if you're not a voter, then they don't care.
Yep.
So you need to make yourself if all of us people and young women, we get out there and we vote, then all of a sudden people are going to care if we're happy or not, if they're making decisions, based on what we want. So it's really important to become that voting base, because then that politician will have to try to please you because they want your vote. If you don't vote, then they don't care.
Exactly. I'm seeing some great questions come in, so if you guys have any other questions about voting, feel free. But somebody asked how you can help if you're under 18. If you're under 18, if you're 17, you can register early. So when you get your driver's license or whatever, make sure you check that you want to register, so you're registered to vote. You also talk to your adults and discuss these issues. I think that's actually the biggest thing, is being educated. Start learning about what's happening in the world and, how you feel about it. Do you think it's appropriate for someone to be jailed for 9 years for a nonviolent crime? Do you think it's appropriate for a bunch of white men to be determining the future of women's reproductive rights? Do you want to see the laws changed on marijuana being legal? I mean, we're here in Canada where marijuana was just legalized everywhere across the country.
If you're black, please vote, especially for black women. Yes.
Absolutely. I think in Alabama, Doug Jones got elected to the Senate because black women got out there and voted. So get it. You can do this. You can change the future 100%.
Okay, what
Any
else?
other questions about voting?
So I think that was a great one about what do you do if you're not 18, and I think it's then talk to your parents, talk to your teachers.
How do you check to see if you're registered to vote? That's another great one. You can go to whenweallvote.org. A few states, the deadline to register has already passed, but some states have the opportunity, even same-day registration to vote. So go to whenweallvote.org or go to vote.org and type in your info.
I did that because I was like, I think I am, or maybe, and also sometimes you can get kicked out.
Yeah, if you're, so like me, I'm a permanent absentee ballot voter because I'm always out of town. And if you miss an election, if you don't vote, I think it's one or two times you automatically get knocked off that list. So you need to make sure you're registered to vote. And
you can also sign up for absentee ballots on there. I did that, I think on vote.org.
Let's see, it says for Californians, last day to register is October 22nd. So you guys have a couple more days. If you're in California and you haven't registered, you got this weekend to do it. It takes 2 minutes.
I'm just imagining, you get these statistics and it's only 30% of young women voted or whatever it is. Imagine coming back and it's 100% or 90% of women voted. We'd change the world. Guess who would listen? Guess who has to make us happy? Because we are the voting base.
It's true. Wait, what was the quote that Shethority posted this week about a Chinese proverb about when you wake sleeping women, they can move mountains? I think it's happening. Moving mountains.
Not just you have to be registered even to go to a polling station, right?
Yes. In some states, not enough in my opinion, but in some states you can register the same day that you want to vote. You can still register up to November 6th, but that's not the case in every state. So you need to go to whenweallvote.org and see what the rules are in your state. A lot of these things differ state to state, so just go to whenweallvote.org and type in your address, and they can help you from there.
Can I vote from Germany? You can for
in
German
your elections,
politics,
yeah,
but not American.
Absentee ballot is an option also. I think in a lot of other countries, the voting day is on a weekend so that people don't have to miss work to go vote. You can also get your absentee ballot. That's what I do since we work out of the country.
Canada. Let's see.
Any other questions, guys?
When does New Jersey voting end? I'm not sure. We'd have to Google that.
Love seeing that you just checked and you're all registered.
Hey,
I'm really
job.
excited to see see everybody's I voted stickers.
Also early voting.
Yeah,
yes.
Early voting's an option as well.
there's a lot of stuff like you check, make sure you're registered. Just do it, just in case. And make sure you check sometimes when your voting ballot needs to be in, if you're doing early voting or if you are doing absentee ballots. It's really easy. I mean, Google's got a lot of answers, and those two websites is no joke. They're really, really helpful. Well,
can we tag when we all vote on here? Is that a thing you can do?
I don't know. Let's see. At when we all, is that their thing?
Vote.
Yeah.
Sure. See what happens.
We're gonna see if that does anything.
Awesome. I'm seeing some people say that they've checked and they're registered, which is awesome. That's the first step. Do your research. Make sure you know who you want to vote for. Make sure the people you're voting for believe in the things you believe in. And then November 6th, that's the big day. We got 2.5 weeks. Tell your friends. See how many people you can gather, you know. And see if you can get a voting squad together.
And we posted on YouTube today a video. I did an interview with Utah's nominee for Senate.
It's a woman.
It's a lady, and she would be the first woman senator from Utah if she were to win. And she's got some really good information. I asked her a bunch of questions, like could you get involved in politics? I asked her, how does she balance, family? She's a wife, she's a mother, and she's a politician. She's got a very demanding job, and how does she do it? We talk about how politicians don't seem like humans sometimes, and how when they talk, it's all like everything's fake and this and that. And it was really nice because I felt like we actually were having a nice, real conversation. We talk about the political divide, how it feels so separate from Republicans and Democrats. And also, if you're out there and you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, we don't care.
Vote, make your voice heard.
We are all about, we're not trying to tell you who you need to vote for, what you need to vote for. That is totally up to you, and that's something, with Shethority that we want to make sure we're about everybody.
Everybody and inclusive.
And we want to because I hate that people are like, I hate Democrats or I hate Republicans, and it's like, we're all Americans.
Yes, and I think both the idea behind Shethority is also similar to the idea of voting, which is making your voice heard. Know that you matter, you count, and we want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So if go watch that video on YouTube. And
go to whenweallvote.org.
Yeah, find some stuff, get educated, make sure you vote, and let's really get that number up this year.
It's going to be amazing. I know we can all make a difference.
I'm excited for that. I'm really excited. All right, everybody.
Bye, guys. Happy Friday.